Okay, so Smokey has now completed his 5-day course of radiation. We have had some issues. I think these are actually due to the piroxicam rather than the radiation, but the timing was really confusing. So Smokey noticeably had darker poop when he started the piroxicam medication. Nobody told me that this indicates internal bleeding. So if this is happening to your dog, please contact your vet right away. If it happens over the weekend, I would probably stop the medication until you can talk to the vet and confirm. Yeah, I'm just so frustrated by the whole thing. So he had dark poop, and starting after like day 3 of radiation, he started having noticeable diarrhea, which the radiation oncologist said might be stress-induced colitis, which just didn't feel right. His appetite was not as good. It just didn't feel like that, and he wasn't noticeably. Thank you, Holly. There's some guys working next door. It also, he wasn't noticeably stressed when he got home after the treatments. You know, he's knocked out most of the time. He doesn't like it, but it just, I don't think it was that. And also, it started on a Saturday and got worse on a Sunday night, and both of those days he didn't get treatment. 3 weeks into the piroxicam, we started piroxicam 11/16, and on 12/2 he started getting the diarrhea, but he had the dark poop the whole time. So we've pulled him. He's been off the piroxicam like 2 or 3 days now. He seems better. He's not all the way better. And the doctor did say he would likely have diarrhea from the actual radiation for from day 10 to 15 roughly, which is December 8th through the 12th. It's now December 10th. So his appetite is noticeably better, but it's not perfect. And his diarrhea is noticeably better, but it's not perfect. So the short answer as far as how the radiation went for us side effect wise is I don't know, but I think mostly fine. But I think the piroxicam is causing problems. So my plan right now he's off of it, and I'm gonna wait out at least through the 12th and make sure that he's back to normal, so I can say that the diarrhea was from the piroxicam. And then I think I'm probably gonna ask for the other Cox too, there's a fibro or something. Look it up. The drug I wrote down is Duracoxib, Deracoxib. I'm gonna double check. I think that has less GI effects, but if I try it, I'm gonna watch him really closely, and now I know to look for the dark poop. So I guess my advice is I don't think the radiation side effects are too bad, but to be really vigilant, keeping an eye on your dog's poop if they're on piroxicam. So he had the dark poop and then the diarrhea, and then he started having frank red blood in his poop on day 3 of the diarrhea. So I think he had some internal bleeding probably the whole time that was slowly worsening, which is really, really upsetting. What you doing, Smokey? Barking? Looking at the workman. I feel his immune system was mounting this inflammatory GI response, which was taking resources away from fighting the cancer. It's just the last thing we needed. I'm so frustrated. I wish anybody had told me to look for this, as far as the internal medicine doctor who prescribed it, or the oncologist, or even the compounding pharmacy. I wish they had slapped a label on it warning me about dark poop, because I saw it and I had it in my head that it was how there's a warning on Pepto-Bismol that says this may cause a temporary harmless darkening of stool and TMI, but that has happened to me. So as soon as I saw it, that's what I thought of. I saw it and I completely dismissed it as being nothing, and it's not nothing at all with piroxicam. GI bleeding is pretty common. Diarrhea is pretty common. So this is something that I think should be routinely told to pet parents to watch out for this. So frustrating. He didn't need the blood loss. I checked his gums and stuff. I don't think he's actually anemic, and I gave him some extra beef, and his appetite is already better. It was really bad for a day or two until we stopped the piroxicam. So that's where we are. You can I mean, he looks much better than he did a few days ago. He's like, you know, generally being a dog, he's still sleeping a lot. But like, he's playing, he's rolling around on the bed, he's doing stuff that we like to see. So, yeah, really hoping that we won't know. It takes about 8 weeks for the tumor to fully shrink as much as it's going to. And I think it takes, guys, I'm trying to talk to people. I think it takes 4 weeks to really see any shrinkage and 8 weeks for the tumor to reach its final size. And I'm also looking into a vaccine study to see if that might be able to help him. But just, that's how radiation went for us.